Hi, welcome to my video on the surface area of a rectangular prism. Previous to this, in the previous video, we looked at the rectangular prism and we looked at the triangular prism, we looked at the cylinder. But now I look at just the rectangular prism by itself to give you a better understanding of what's happening. Surface area of a rectangular prism or a rectangular solid, or call it a box. We have a base area, and the base area is this right here, the bottom and the top. So we have a length, a width, and a height. Then the base area is LW, and the top is also an LW. And the lateral area is the area of the sides. So that's a height, and that's a height, and that's a height, because all heights are the same, box, same distance in height. And the lateral area is the area of the sides. So the front of the box is an L and an H. The back of the box is an L and an H. And the side of this box is a W and an H, length and width. And this side over here is the same as this side. So that's a W and an H. So the surface area is 2 LWs, 2 LHs, and 2 WHs. Actually, you take the length and the width and the height and just mix them up. Length and width, length and height, width and height, and just double it because there's 2 of them. Let's work out some examples. Find the surface area of each rectangular prism. So we have a box that's 10 by 6 by 9. So that's the length, that's the width, and that's the height. And again, all heights are the same. Box is the same height. If that's 10 there, then that's 10 there, and this is 10, and that's 10. And if this side is edge is 6, then this edge is 6, this edge is 6, and this edge is 6. So let's work out the surface area. So the surface area is made up of the base area plus the lateral area. But to put all that together very quickly, we know that we have the base is a length times the width, but there's 2 of them. The lateral area is the front and the back, so that's 2 length and height, because that height is the same as that. And the side of the box and this side of the box is 2WH. So I go twice the length and the width, I go twice the length and the height, and I go twice the width and the height, just combinations, any 2. And when we work sub that in, we get a 2, and the length is 10, and the width is 6, and the length is 10, and the height is 9, and the width is 6, and the height is 9. So we multiply that with a calculator with your head. 20 times 6 is 120. 20 times 9 is 180. And 6 times 12 times 9 is 108. And when you add all them up with your head or your calculator, you get a 408 surface area. So we're talking meters squared. So that's that one worked out. Let's work B out. Surface area is base area times lateral area, and the base is, there's 2 length and width. The lateral area is 2 length and heights plus 2 width and height. Again, memorize it, and or if you want, draw a little box like this. There's the box, and put an 8, and put the width is 2.5, and put the height is 4.2. So you get 2 of any 2 of each of these combinations. So we got 2, the length is 8, the width is 2.5, and we got the length is 8, and the height is 4.2. And we got the width is 2.5 and the height is 4.2. And when you multiply that with a calculator, you get, that gives us 5 times 8 is 40. This one gives us 67.2 when you use your calculator. And this one gives us 16 times 5, that gives us a 21. And when you add all them up, you get 28.2, and it's feet, so it's square feet. Now we have two practice ones. Practice means what? Pause your video and work each of these out. Do them one at a time if you want. And we have a rectangular box, so that we say that's the length, that's the width, and that's the height. So the surface area is the base area plus the lateral area. The base area is 2 length and width. The lateral area are all the sides, but the sides are the length and the height. This one, and the other one is the width and the height. So the length and the height gives us the front and the back. The width and the height gives us the two side ones. And put all that together, and we got length is 15, width is 8. Length is 15, height is 5. And the width is 8. And the height is 5. We multiply all that out, and we get 30 times 8 is 240. We get 10 times 15 is 150. 2 times 5 is 10, times 8 is 80. When we add all that up, we will get 0.827, so it looks like we're going to get 370. And that's centimeters cubed. Remember, volume, area is 2 units length and width, so it's centimeters squared. Volume is 3 dimensions, length, width, and height, so you get cube. And we have number 2. Again, pause your video and work this out. So again, surface area is the base area plus the lateral area. The base area is the bottom, so that's 2 lengths and widths. The lateral area is 2 fronts and back, so that's 2 length and height. And the 2 sides are 2 W and H. You can do any order you wish, but I follow this pattern. It's just me. So the length is 6.4 and the width is 5.1. The length is 6.4. The height is 10.2. And the width is 5.1 and the height is 10.2. And when you multiply all that out, you get, use your calculator, 2 times 6.4 times 5.1, 65.28. And when you multiply those, you get 2 times 6.4 times 10.2, you get 130.56. Again, doing area and volume and surface area, use your calculator. It makes it easier, more accurate also. And when you multiply all them out, we get 104.04. And when you add all them up, when you do, you can use your calculator and you'll get 29988. And remember, when you're adding these, if you did it with a pencil, you'd line up your decimals and add each column as you do carry. And if you wanted to round that off, that's 299.88. And it's cubic inches, because it's dealing with volume, 3 dimensions, length, width, and height, 3 dimensions. And if you had to round it off, but I didn't ask you to do that, you would say to the nearest tenth would be 299.9, because this number is greater than 5, you add 1 to the 8. If you're to the nearest whole unit, you would round here, so that would be to the nearest whole unit would be 300, because the unit is right here. This is more than 5, so you add 1 to 9 and keep carrying, so it's 300. But I didn't ask you to round it, so. And that brings us to the end of working out a rectangular prism. If you like my video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and the notification bell if you are a subscriber. Write a video if you wish on write a comment on my video, backwards. And my math website is www.mathfullyexplained.com, and there you'll find information on me, the strategies you're going to use to help you learn your content, and the content section has the topics that I'm going to have on my YouTube channel, and also the topic that's going to be there in the future. Thank you very much for viewing my video. Bye bye.